Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Austin Hyslip. We are following breaking news in Joplin. The Joplin Police Department confirming just moments ago that 2 men have been shot. This is the Center for Disease Control map that indicates which states have flu activity. As you can see, every state in brown. The hard work of 50 children from Joplin will be shown off in Mercy Park for years to come thanks to a new mural. Missouri veterinary toxicologists are advising the public to be mindful of recent dog food recalls and monitor resources for updates from the FDA. So if that small town could afford it, why hasn't the biggest town in the four-state area done it? I sat down with city leaders to find out. Chilly temperatures didn't stop early trick-or-treating at the light at Joplin Church. A juvenile suspect in a shooting at a Joplin park over the weekend is now in police custody. With spring around the corner, the Missouri Department of Conservation has some advice for spring turkey season, leading authorities on a short pursuit. And it's actually in this car right here. They just pulled it out of Shoal Creek. And just a little bit closer to us, right beyond the rocks, is where authorities found that body earlier today. Andy, this week is a reminder of the sacrifices their brothers and sisters have made in the line of duty. They say despite the risks, keeping the community safe still remains their top priority. Joe Becker Stadium, normally the location for a lighthearted and fun night, is a reminder of a very scary evening for this family.
About time.
Preserving some of Joplin's oldest landmarks.
I mean, not only is this the East End, this is the beginning of Joplin.
Rosen Preservation, a company from Kansas City, will be surveying more than 350 homes in efforts to document history in Easttown Joplin.
Hoping that we can bring to the table a more full understanding of the neighborhood.
It's time to rebuild the East End and get it back to where it was back in the day.
Monday night was spent meeting homeowners to learn more about their past.
This is where I was born at. This is home. You know, this is where everything's at.
I feel like they're really the front line as far as the history of the neighborhood. My job is to really dive as deep into the research as I can and look at the buildings and be able to come up with this narrative.
And they seem pretty excited to show off their neighborhood.
I think Joplin definitely has a strong preservation ethic, and so a survey, part of that is learning what do you have. First of all, what's there?
I want to see this as secondary to Main Street. You know, it could be that.
Last Friday, a few unknown Grinches tried to steal Christmas from Diamond High School.
The kids were very upset.
Frosty the Snowman and his button nose were reduced to just ashes.
We were hurt.
But now,
Frosty's back!
there must have been some magic in that old plastic hat.
The community outcry was enormous about moving forward, about bringing it back.
Just 4 days later, not one, but 2 Frosties are perched where the former once stood.
Frosty's got a new friend now, and thanks to Steve Johnson and John Henson, they're two guys that made this happen.
Frosty's new friend, who's made of steel, weighs more than 2 tons and will definitely go down in history.
We try to teach our kids that in times of adversity, we want to move forward. We don't want to give up, and so that's the message we want our kids to have.
The 2 Frosties will greet visitors and students in Diamond every day until Christmas.
Our kids ride the school buses, and they come in, they see the snowman every day, they come in as far as school district, and we just want them to have a nice environment.
Froggy's back!
Well, my husband asked me what I wanted for my birthday.
So she took a minute or 2 to think about it.
I know what I want for my birthday. And he says, what? And I said, I want to go skydiving.
And at 80 years young, that sounds almost impossible.
His eyes got big as a saucer. His mouth got as big as a plate. He says, really? I said, really? I want to go skydiving.
So they made plans for today at Ozark Skydive Center in Miller, Missouri.
I'm eager to do it.
So she did. Belle jumped out of the small Cessna passenger plane at just 10,000 feet.
He said, here we go. And I just kind of closed my eyes and took it all in and then opened them, and it was fun. I'll do it again.
The feeling of jumping out of a plane that high, well,
I don't think I can describe words. Exuberating. It just gets you going.
Belle says she wouldn't have her 80th birthday party any other way.
Today is perfect weather, perfect way to celebrate, and like I say, I'm going to do it again.
Yeah!